All righty. It says we're live. It says we're
Yep.
live. I'm going to believe it. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to part one of the 0 Hour Halloween special. I'm OVP here with Half Ready, this way, Rural 2IC, and our special guest for the night, Wolfgang.
Hello, everybody. Ow!
Welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Wolfgang, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you and where they can find you and good stuff like that.
Hello, everybody that does not know me. I am Wolfgang, and I have met these three guys up on panel. I started my channel, years ago, just farting around. And I was watching videos and saw stuff about prepping. And was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. But I do some prepping videos, but for the most part, it's turned out to be just the bullshit that's going on in the world or in my area.
There's plenty of that right now.
Yeah. I'm ex-military. I was in the Navy. I did 4 years with the Seabees. I enjoyed it. That was some good learning stuff. Other than that, I just now, as far as my job goes, I am a spot welder, and the company I work for, we make all of your cotton candy machines, hot dog rollers that you see at the gas stations, all of that stuff when you go to fairs or your movie theaters. Those huge popcorn machines you see. That's what I do. We build those.
Cool.
And if you watch Whoopi's channel, you see him outside at work at lunch every day.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. I've never seen anything but the outside of your building.
Right. Yeah. Just a little path there. Yeah.
Well, we're not allowed to record on the inside, so they say.
Well, yeah, I could see him getting upset about that. Yeah.
Well, they've actually had trouble with because we compete with China, of course, and they've actually had some of our designs stolen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
This company's been around for almost 100 years, and it started in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Ghost said you got to behave because he did. And Nomad said Half Ready looks half-ass dead.
Yep. Yeah. I'm loving some
All
of the
right.
comments.
Wolfgang's got a pretty good story for you guys about something that happened to him that kind of goes along with the whole Halloween thing. So we'll just let him go. How's that?
Let it rip, Tater Chip.
Yep.
All right. So, talking about ghosts and just your paranormal, I'm sure a lot of people have watched, the Paranormal Activity TV show. Then there's like Haunted Hospital, and there's just all kinds out there. So I kind of believe in ghosts. But this is what had happened to me. I'll see if I can pull the picture up on my phone. But anyway, I was taking a shower. I got out of the shower, was drying myself off, and on my left arm, like my bicep, I had a giant handprint on my arm. I have small hands. I have no idea what caused this. I'm looking for the picture, because as soon as I saw it, I went up to my wife right away, and I was like, take a picture of this, and she did. And I've had other experiences with just weird stuff happening around the apartment. Odd smells. Here, I got the picture. See if I can. But yeah, let's see if this works.
Hey, coffee.
I don't know if that's going to show.
Kinda.
But you can see like the redness right below my feathers. But it's a handprint like this right on my arm.
Yeah, I have the. Well, actually, we all have the picture now, and yeah, you can see the handprint. Looks like fingers. Actually, they're this way, but yeah,
it's like 4 fingers just grabbed the
And
hell
way
out of
it
my
is-
arm.
The way it is, I don't think you could have done it yourself because the fingers are kind of like this way,
Right.
not this way. So
But I had that happen to me. And they say with your spirits, with your ghost, most of the time they're not harmful, but sometimes some of them get aggressive. Now, like I said, this is my first experience. My wife said that she felt like she was pushed by a ghost. It was her and her friends. This was years ago. I wasn't with her. It might have been when she was going to Ohio State, but she did college for a few years. But anyway, she said that she had gotten pushed. Now, along with saying that, we also dabbled with the Ouija board back when we were younger. And they say if you don't know what you're doing when you play around with that you could bring something over on this side that's bad.
yeah, I don't really believe in all this supernatural stuff, but I'm still not going to mess with one of them Ouija boards just because I could be wrong. So I'm not going to push my luck. How's that?
Right. And then with seances, once again, most of this stuff was done back when we were kids in a group of kids I hung with. We'd sit in a circle and do a seance. And let's see, who did we try to bring back? Marilyn Monroe. No, just like famous people.
Yeah.
She was the first one that popped in my head. But yeah, they say that you can have a seance, and if you have a person that's called your medium that supposedly can talk to spirits. But like I said, I'm on the fence. There's some strange shit that's happened. I can't explain it.
Oh, I love the stories. Even being a non-believer, I still watch all kinds of stuff on supernatural and conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Because even if I don't believe them, I really enjoy the stories.
So hello everybody in chat. But let's see what else was that. We used to do the graveyards. I'd like to go to a graveyard at nighttime. But all the graveyards that we have around here, of course, are locked up. Plus, I don't think they'd let you camp in it.
No, probably not. I mean, maybe if you got permission, I suppose. So,
I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Earl and Mark, you guys ever seen anything that a little made you go,
I was Did he mute himself?
I think he did. Mark, we can't hear you. No, it's not the mask. It's not the mask. You're 0 by 0.
All right. Well, I'll take this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for me, I want to. I don't, and I think this is one of them things that you have to experience it in order to be a believer for the most part. And I'm the idiot that when something goes bump in the night, I turn around and go, "Ooh, what's that?" And I walk over to it. So,
yeah.
I want to believe, and I'm I'm in that 50-50, kind of like Wolfie here. Like, I want to respect it, and I don't want to dabble in it in case I'm wrong, and all of a sudden some satanic whatever thing pops out. I don't want to do that.
Right.
But I'm also in that thing, like, if a ghost wanted to like pop out, as long as it's like the friendly Casper kind, I'm cool with that. I would love to experience that.
Right.
Yeah. Not if it's like the poltergeist kind. That's kind of
no.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Mark, you there now?
Just use sign language.
Yeah.
Hold up. Get a cue card.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah,
There
there we
you
go.
go.
Now we got you.
My mic was muted. I don't know how the hell I done that, but
That was a ghost.
there you go. No,
Yep.
I don't believe.
Start
I,
talking about ghosts. You made one mad.
I began this off with telling y'all I don't believe in any of that stuff. So when I see my first ghost, I'm going to be the scaredest dude you have ever met because I just don't believe in it. So
You're gonna scream like a little high school girl.
like a whole group of cheerleaders. Yes, that's exactly how it's going to go. So, but no, I don't believe in any of it. I don't believe in any of it.
Like Mad Shad
Yeah,
said, blink twice if you're in trouble.
He can't blink. You don't have any eyes.
Ah,
I have
right.
no eyes.
No, I can. Well, he's got eyes. I just can't see him.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Well,
Well,
does anybody have any questions for Wolfgang and his experiences? Because he's kind of the resident expert out of the four of us here on stuff like this. Because, like I said, I don't really believe it. Now, I watch like the Y-Files. I love the Y-Files. I don't believe most of it, But the only conspiracy theories or anything like that I believe when it's got something to do with the government cover-up, I'm a little more apt to believe those ones. But the rest of it. But I love the stories. Love them.
And then your other big one when people just walk around at night. Well, here's an example. The old place where we used to go camping just about every weekend, people passed away at this place. So at nighttime, I would walk around the trails and just snap pictures, just to, see what I could get. And, you've heard people talk about orbs.
Yeah.
And most of the time, that's just dust in the air.
Right.
But there's been other times that it was a good size orb, and it's like, just makes you wonder. But your mind plays tricks with you, especially, let's say we go on a ghost hunt and we pick a graveyard that, we can walk through at nighttime, like we see them do on TV. So your mindset's already there, that you're looking for whatever. And so your eyes will play tricks on you. Your hearing's going to play tricks on you.
Mad Chat, I think if you walk in on one, you just say, "Oh, excuse me," and walk back out,
It's a ghost. I'm pretty sure you can just sit down and both go.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
I don't know if he'd like that, though. You might make him mad.
did y'all see Shawnee way up in the chat? She said something about cleansing.
Yeah.
Cleansing your area and bringing home antiques. You can bring home spirits in those old antiques and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
It's called residual energy. If a ghost or a spirit is attached to an object, whether it be a lamp or maybe a chair or table, it'll come home with you. Now, like I said, this is what they say. My wife does believe that they follow you home. If we went to a haunted house that was haunted, for some reason, a spirit will attach itself to the person and you can bring it home.
I cannot find it.
It's up there somewhere. See,
She said that what her point was that if you delve in that stuff, make sure you know how to cleanse your area. I've never, other than exorcisms, right?
Right.
I've never actually heard anyone, and I do watch a lot of shows about paranormal stuff. I've never seen anyone cleanse an area.
Well, here's your tradition for you when you buy a new house. People like to have their house blessed, and you can cleanse your house with sage and go your four corners, northeast, south, west, and say a little prayer. If you're a true hardcore believer, you can pour salt in your windowsill and the thresholds of your door, and that's supposed to keep evil away. There's another one with your horseshoe. I mean, that's good luck.
Here's our boy Josh. What's up, Josh? Good to see you.
Josh.
Yeah, that's like the supernatural thing. Put salt in the windowsills and the doorways and stuff.
Right, it's supposed to keep the evil spirits away. How
Yeah.
you doing, Josh?
And I like that show. So we watched all 15, 16 seasons, probably twice. So
Right. But from all the people that I've talked to and shows that are on TV, they said for the most part, spirits aren't, they're not going to hurt you. Sometimes you can ask them to leave. So that's where I come into, as much as I've watched and read and heard stories about spirits, that's why I'm like on the fence. I do believe that let's see, when you pass away, say I hate this scenario, but say you're at work, you're doing your job, you're working, you enjoy your job, and you have a heart attack and you die right there at work.
that's
Because you were busy and involved in something, your spirit may just stay there at the job.
Oh, that'd be my luck.
yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Spend eternity at work.
Right.
It's kind of like still being alive.
Yeah. And there's quite a few different factors why a spirit wants to stick around. Your Native Americans, your Indians, their burial grounds always seem to be haunted.
Yeah, that's true. You do hear a lot of stories about Native American burial grounds.
Well, they have the scariest freaking ghost stories too, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just telling you, like those skinwalker things. Whoo, that's some scary shit right there, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah, I've watched a few things on that too. Because like I said, I love the stories. Whether I believe it or not has nothing to do with it. So,
but yeah, it's fascinating. It's interesting. Just like I said earlier, people that are, big time UFO believers, things that we don't understand, I guess, intrigue us.
Yeah, Wendigo.
yeah.
Yeah, Mad Sad wrote Wendigo in there. I was just watching a show about Wendigo. No, man.
Which one is
that? Is some terrifying stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I never heard of that. What's the story behind that one?
It's basically a skinwalker.
Yeah.
Apparently, these Indian medicine men who dive deep enough into this ceremony can turn themselves into this elk horned demon that is basically bulletproof and can steal your soul. They actually drink your life force. And oh man, that was some scary. Look, my hair's standing up when I was watching. I was like, oh my gosh, that's that skinwalker stuff, man. If I ever see one of those, it's over, man. It's over.
Right.
Dana said there was a movie about Wendigos filmed in the northern Hudson Valley. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I think I've seen pictures of it, but I've never really ran. This Wendigo. I'll have to look it up.
That was a creature they had in Supernatural storyline.
Right.
So
Okay.
I do remember. I don't remember exactly what it was, but
that's interesting.
yeah.
See, I just learned something new.
Yeah, that's some scary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I mean, as far as like celebrating Halloween too, this has been going on for freaking. I finally learned how to pronounce the word the right way. It's Samhain. is
Okay.
what the pagan or I don't even think Wicca was really it was pagan and then your heathens but it was was it Celtic?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I mean this kind of stuff that people have been believing in ghost spirits, the supernatural forever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what they were saying on that show, Cody. That's what I saw was Algonquin Indians. This is one of their legends.
Oh, okay.
The Indians have a lot of legends about.
Well, that's pretty scary. That's scary stuff, man.
Yeah.
So and they're cannibals too. Is that what I saw somebody?
Well, that's what Landon Murmur Press was saying, that they're cannibals corrupted by the flesh. I didn't see that on that show I was watching, but it wasn't just about Wendigo. It was about a lot of other things too.
Oh, okay.
Because like the Southwestern Indians and the Star Children, they're big into the alien culture. The ancient alien guys really follow them because of their legends
Right.
about aliens coming. And so, yeah, this show was kind of covering a lot of Indian folklore. But
Oh, okay.
I do remember the Wendigo scared the boo-boos out of me, so I didn't follow it so close.
Wow.
I thought that was your favorite subject, aliens.
Yeah, I do watch a lot of that stuff, though. I do.
We were
I watch
talking-
a lot of it.
Yeah, we were talking backstage, and I said I am so tired of hearing about the big rock, the 3-eye Atlas thing. It's a big rock.
Right.
Jeez, every like third video you see is 3-eye Atlas. I'm like, oh come on.
Well, isn't it supposed to be like real close to us? Come around December.
Nowhere near us.
No,
Oh,
not
really?
even.
No,
Mars is. I think it's going. Well, I don't know.
I think
No, I don't.
it already passed Mars. Yeah, it was coming kind of close to Mars, but for around close to us, no, it's not even vaguely close.
Wow. That would I don't know. Maybe we'll have some space ghosts. Remember that cartoon?
Hey, I like that cartoon. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, we need Scooby and Shaggy.
Well, I was going to check Trent and make sure it was bulletproof or not. I promise you, believe me, if I meet any of these things, we're going to see just how bulletproof they are.
Yeah, well, that's another reason why I don't, kind of believe in all this stuff, like the Bigfoot and all that. Okay, so you're trying to tell me, as far as like Bigfoot, let's just take Bigfoot for instance, that there's a 9-foot gorilla that lives pretty much everywhere because it's been sighted in like every county in the country and every country in the world. And, we can read serial numbers off of dollar bills from space. And we can't
Right.
find a 9-foot gorilla that's apparently everywhere.
Right.
So, yeah, that's I'm just not, yeah.
Well, maybe
Well,
he's
that's-
friends with ghosts because he apparently has a third eyeball that he's interdimensional.
Interdimensional. That's the new thing. Yep.
Yes.
Interdimensional.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why when he walks through, all you get a chance is of a grainy photo because he's just shifting dimensions as he walks through. Well, I guess he stops long enough to beat a stick on a tree.
Yeah, right. Don't forget that one.
But apparently, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, my redneck buddies would have one mounted. We would know.
Right.
I promise you, there would, and you would have to pay $5 or give a beer to get in to see it. But they would
Right.
have it.
Oh, yeah, Billy, I've seen the Project Blue Book. All that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Hey, but you're not wrong on that. Hell, living up in the woods, being a redneck, if you saw that thing and you had a rifle on you, I guarantee you'd shoot it.
Oh, why
yeah.
not?
Yeah, but then we'd have proof. We'd go, look, ta-da.
Right, and that was the very last one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it's just like Loch Ness. If I live near Loch Ness, me and my drunk ass redneck friends every Saturday night would be out dropping depth charges
Right.
in Loch Ness just to see what came up.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna need more than a stick of dynamite.
Yeah, up in New York and Vermont and Lake Champlain, they got what is it? Chuck? No, what's his name?
Champy.
Champ. Yeah, Champ.
Champy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of Champy.
I took some Amish guys up there. Oh, it's probably been 4 or 5 years ago, and dropped them off. Went back a week later, and I told them, I said, "Well, let me know if you see Champ." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" So on the way up, I told them the whole story. Actually, I think I let them watch the Wi-Fi. Was it a Wi-Fi house? I don't know, something on Champ and Lake Champlain on my phone, and they were like, "Really? There's a big monster," So they didn't see anything, but had them looking anyway.
Right. Well, even as a kid, before I got into the ghost stuff, I remember seeing a lot of chatter and talk on TV about Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
So that was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I probably got interested when I was a kid. There was a show used to come on called oh my God, what's the name of the damn show? Anyway, Leonard Nimoy hosted it, and they did all kinds of stuff on there about
what was that?
What was the name of the show? But yeah, they covered Bigfoot, they covered Loch Ness, they even covered like spontaneous combustion. Humans just apparently burst into flames and disappeared.
And that's a real thing.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm gonna remember about the time.
I've never seen it happen.
All right.
I'm probably gonna remember what that show was about the time.
About time to sign off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But I remember that show. Yeah.
Don't text me at 2 a.m. and tell me either.
Yeah,
I might.
I've got to have some coffee, y'all. So can't drink coffee in the mask. So.
I told you need a straw.
Yeah. And see,
Yeah, Ghost got it. That's
in search of. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. I was gonna. Yeah, and then we had
In Search Of. There it is, right there. Ghost Link and In Search Of.
And then we had Ripley's Believe It or Not too. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's all those people and whatever they show on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
The two-headed duck.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dana and Ghost. That would have bothered. I love that show. And I think you can still watch it. I think you can still watch it on YouTube.
Yep.
I can pull it up. I'm sure you can find it. Yes, Ace, I do. We were just talking about Smudge. We actually have let me go get it and I'll show you.
And see,
Hi, B, how you doing?
and just talking about ghosts, this opens it up being a whole Halloween special. So this opens to werewolves and vampires and everything on. It's very interesting that people will latch on to one thing, right? Somebody will go, absolutely, ghosts are real, or aliens are real, or this is real, but they don't believe in all of it.
Right.
And apparently, speaking of vampires, apparently, isn't there supposed to be a big vampire coven in Dayton?
Oh, yeah?
Maybe.
Yeah. There's supposed to be, look it up sometime. There's supposed to be a big.
That's just the Air Force base.
In Dayton.
That's
Maybe
just the Air Force. No, don't panic. It's just the Air Force.
Maybe that's the night
Just the
watch
Air Force.
at Wright-Patterson.
What's up, show? So this is, I have a shell that I keep it in. Oops. But here's the sage.
So you light that up.
It's like an incense.
And then you now is there you have to I don't mean to sound disrespectful. Do you have to chant or anything like that?
No, you say a prayer, whatever, just bless this house. If there's any spirits here that don't need to be here, just use your own words.
Right. Okay.
I know. See, Hollywood has screwed this whole thing up.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I can believe that.
But I mean, these are rituals that date back years. I mean, years. Well, like I say, if we were all the same, this place would be freaking boring. So, everybody has their belief.
Well,
Yeah,
but
no.
that goes into it now. So my question is there a specific time do you do it? Do you do it daily, weekly, monthly? Do you have to walk around your whole house, or is
No,
it
if you just want to bless your house, like I was saying, let's say my wife and I just bought a house and we're going to bless it. Bless it as soon as preferably before you move your stuff in. Go to the house and walk through every room down the hallways, and bless the house.
Well, according to Shawnee, you need to bless every new piece of furniture you bring in your house too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
no, I'm not. I know
Your
not a
antiques,
poking fun.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't mean to poke fun.
No, I'm not gonna take offense to.
But I mean, look, if it makes you feel better,
Yeah.
then by all means. I mean,
Right.
I mean, I don't need that to sleep at night, but
well, how much does that cost?
nothing.
It's-
Right.
The smudge,
Yeah.
it's $5 maybe.
So
$10.
$5 and 5 minutes of your time compared to, some sort of weird Ghostbusters in your house. I'm willing to do that.
Yeah. And Mirrodin Impress is right. My grandfather was Cherokee Indian, so he actually had a teepee in the backyard, and he would smoke. They called it smoke things. They'd smoke you. They'd get the sage out and keep the evil spirits away. So they do believe in that stuff. I mean, I had personal experience with that.
It's
Yes, it is,
wild.
Jamie.
All it is your wild sage, and it's dried. That's all it is. But it does have an odd smell.
Whoops.
Yeah, Dana, I heard that growing up myself from some of the old folks I grew up around. I heard that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's look.
That one I've never heard. That's a new one.
Well,
Yeah, I've never heard that.
I'm in Southern Appalachia. Okay, and we are in fact, our accent is the closest thing to Old English left on the planet. We're that far behind civilization down here. Now, don't get me wrong, we've caught up a lot since the 50s. But up until the 1950s, dude, when you crossed into the Southern Appalachian Mountains, it was a very closed neighborhood. And so a lot of legends, when I grew up, the old folks in my neighborhood had a lot of superstitions in my mind, okay, but things they did. Now, sage wasn't one of it. I don't ever remember that, but it was just.
I'm reading the chat.
I know it's funny. I was watching it too, but like wakes, okay, the 3 days before, someone had to stay awake 3 days with a body before they could bury it. Because, but it's practical because in times past, people would wake up, right? They weren't dead. They were in a coma or whatever, and they would wake up. So, and to this day, here in Southern Appalachia, if you go to a true Southern Baptist funeral, you have a visitation, then a funeral, because you need to wait 3 days before you put the body in the ground.
Wow.
So, there's old stories about they used to bury people with a bell, and then the string. Yeah, Earl knows what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I was getting ready to say that.
Just in case they weren't actually dead. Yeah.
Yeah, they would tie a string to their toe, and it would come out of the ground, the string, and then the bell would be hanging next to their grave where they were buried.
Wonder how many times the rat was in there and they dug it up thinking, hey, this guy's still alive, and it's just a rat eating somebody. But
well, Shad, that's a very Irish, Scottish thing, wakes anyway. And it was really an excuse for all the Irish men to drink for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they were, But again, back then when people would die from disease or they had diseases, people didn't get as close to them to make sure they were dead as we do nowadays, right?
Right.
They didn't want to catch smallpox or whatever it was, right?
Well, it's just like back in, let's say, during the Old West or whatever, they would actually prop the dead person up in the living room, and
Yes.
people would get their picture taken with them.
Yeah. Well, that's in the true wake of an Irish wake. The body stays in the living room in wake for 3 days. So,
Yep.
and Granny, my wife is from Kentucky, and yes, the Kentucky has a lot of ghost stories.
Yes, Kentucky does.
Well,
Yeah, it really
we do
does,
too.
actually. Yeah.
We do too. And
It's like I said there, it's interesting.
I was trying to see. I think it was V that brought up dreams, and that can even
he did
fit
say
into
something about
tonight.
dreams up here.
You know, does anybody believe anything about dreams? Do dreams tell you something about past or what's going to go on or your future or warn you?
There it is.
Well, I hope not, because I have a lot of dreams where I got people chasing my ass.
I don't sleep enough to have too many dreams. So
I could believe in dreams because we know so little about our subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
But I know my son, and there he popped it up. I know my son. He keeps a dream journal. He's very much a believer in helping diagnose his present sanity by using what his subconscious tells him in dreams. I can buy into that a lot more than I can buy into aliens or octopus being aliens or whatever.
Right.
I can buy into dreams.
Dreams are
I
interesting.
don't dream, but
But
yeah,
yeah,
I agree with that, Coffee.
and with some people in their dreams too, there's what's called the reoccurring dream.
Sure.
yeah.
I had that when I was a younger kid a lot. I was dreaming. My bedroom was upstairs in the house, and you had to go upstairs, the doorway, but I would be at the bottom of the staircase looking up, and you do dream in color because I saw like red and green kind of like lights, and hot wax was coming down the steps.
Huh.
And that was a reoccurring dream for quite a while.
Well, V, what V said kind of strings a nerve for me. When my father passed away in 2006, I had a hard time getting back to normal, right? And about a month after he passed, my father came to me in a dream, and he used to sell Christmas trees at Christmas, and he and I rode and purchased Christmas trees and brought them back, and we just drove together. And my father's never came back to me, and I've never had any more problem dealing with my father leaving after that dream. And yeah, those are different kinds of dreams, JD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had those too, but yeah, those are different kinds of dreams.
Now, my dad passed away when I was in the second grade. And I remember Mom telling me a story. She had woke up one night and something woke her up. But she said she could have swore she saw Dad standing in the hallway.
What did I do to the chat? Yeah,
Go,
ignore
go,
it.
go. Or no, that's a gremlin. Yeah, since we're on
There,
all the
yeah.
subject.
We're ghosting the machine tonight. Yeah. Okay. There. We're good now. I pushed something.
Yeah.
Don't push the button.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. That's the problem. You get technologically handicapped people pushing the buttons, and then it just all goes downhill.
Yeah. Well, here's my question then. For whatever it is, whether you see an alien or Bigfoot or a ghost or anything, whatever it is, that people have these actual experiences, do you think it's random, or do you think that you have to be some sort of, a mind state, like something happened to you that makes you, I don't know, the person, the lucky winner?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I still think it might be the mushrooms, but
no, I think I don't know. I think maybe you need to be receptive. Maybe what is that the sixth sense thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe you need to be open to that third eye. I don't know. I mean, again,
They say some people are more sensitive towards that kind of stuff.
well, the mediums and those
Yeah.
people freak me out, man, because they, I think, having grown up in a Pentecostal home, there was, if it didn't come from God, you weren't allowed to experience it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm more closed off because of that. Maybe that spiritual part of me is shut off to anything but God. But I don't know.
Mad Chad.
yeah,
Oh, he's something, isn't he? yeah, it is.
Good Lord. All right.
Oh, Lordy B.
See, and my question is somebody experiencing technically the same entity, but they're seeing it in a different form?
That makes as much sense as anything, Earl.
yeah.
That's just how they describe it. Oh, I saw an angel. Oh, I saw a shadowy figure, so it must be evil. I saw something bent down. It was a werewolf.
Right. Well, and saying that, as long as I've been watching these paranormal shows, and especially the new ones, because they've got all this technology now that they use. Half-Ass was talking about this before. Their pictures are still crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why come nobody can ever get a good picture of this stuff?
With all the stuff that they use, they can't get a clear picture.
Well, they can't even get him on infrared, but
Same with your UFOs.
Yeah, right. So, Meriden Press wants to know what unexplained noise has scared you the most.
Fingernails on the window.
Ooh.
I think it was like something like that. Tracy and I were sitting in the living room watching TV one night, and it was during the winter time, and there was snow on the outside windowsill, and we're sitting there, and it sounded like scratching going down the window. And I just kind of froze for a minute. I got up and looked. There was no like bird prints, and there was nothing. So, and it wasn't a bird flying into the window, because we've had that happen.
The chat's out of control.
yeah. Again, man, that's the thing. It's so easy to make fun of these people, and they truly believe they saw what they saw, or they heard what they heard, or
right.
And I don't. But it's easy to poke holes in it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I sure in the hell would like to know what that print was on my arm.
Yeah. Now that's interesting. It really is. Yeah. I mean,
well, and the sad part though, it's experiencing it, right? For me to go, hey guys, I saw a ghost. You guys can poke holes in it because you weren't there. You didn't have my eyeballs. You didn't see it.
Right.
But it's almost the same thing on going, hey, there's an island over here. I've been there. Which would you believe? I saw a ghost, or I've been to an island you don't know about.
Right.
yeah, if you told me you've been to an island I don't know about, I'd have been like, well, okay, cool.
Yeah, oh look, here's a leaf, here's a rock, here's my proof. You can be like, well, you just got that rock from anywhere. I mean, I get it. If you don't experience it, yes, it's easy, and I think that's the human condition, is to make fun of it and kind of ostracize them and push them. No, you're just crazy. Keep that to yourself, sort of thing.
What you doing, buddy?
Oh, I don't make fun of people that see stuff like that. I'm just saying I personally don't believe in it. But like I said, I love the stories. So,
Well, again, if I ever come on here and tell y'all a ghost story that happened to me, it probably freaking happened because I'm gonna. There's no freaking way I'm gonna announce to y'all that I seen a ghost.
Right. I saw a ghost. I swear it was wearing a mega hat.
Yeah. Again, man. It's just. I don't mean. I try to keep an open mind about everything, and again, some of the people that I see talking about this stuff, they're not wackadoodles, right? Like I don't think Wolfang's a wackadoodle. I mean, and he's got this bruise on his arm that some demon grabbed him by the damn arm, and I've seen movies based on stories of that. The lady in New York, not the Amityville Horror House, but another lady in upstate New York, actually got molested by a demon, right? And so they moved, and the demon followed her. Yeah, well, you sure were. But yeah, I mean, she truly believes that's what was happening to her. But yeah, well, I'm with you on that. The lady from New Jersey, Long Island, the Long Island medium. I watched her show, and I've often.
Is this a current person or somebody you saw in the past?
No, she's still alive. She still does it. She has a TV show. And I've often thought I would love to talk to her and see if my father needed to say anything to me,
right?
Or my brother. I have several people going on, but then I think, and I tell y'all that every time I sign off, right? Tell the ones that you love them. My father has nothing that he needs to say to me, and I have nothing I need to say to him. We left nothing unsaid. Me and my son don't leave anything unsaid. So, but again, yes, that kind of freaks me out that people are able to talk.
Yeah.
As far as
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's another one. I forget the name of it, but they actually write they write this shit down when they go into their trance or whatever. Oh
yeah. That the guy from Kentucky who wrote all the prophecies that came true.
Yeah.
The guy in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, before they built the nuclear plant there, went into a trance for days and told everybody about the city that was coming to his valley. That kind of shit is hard to explain, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is very hard to explain. No, that is some freaky stuff.
Well, supposedly Nostradamus predicted a few things.
Yeah, and what was the sleeping prophet guy? What was his
name?
That
was the guy in Kentucky. That was the guy in Kentucky. Yeah,
I just watched something on him the other day. Actually.
Yeah, that's very fascinating. He's very fascinating.
Edgar Casey.
Some of his stuff is very vague. Nostradamus was the same way. When you can go back and take Nostradamus's predictions and apply them to 500 years of history, things start fitting, right? What's fascinating about Nostradamus is the fact that he was nuts, and he had these procedures that he done and involved the community. He had this group of followers that the government basically had him put down. But a lot of his stuff was gibberish, I think. But when you, like I said, when you apply it to 500 years of history, this Edgar Casey guy that LLP was nice enough to remind me of his name, that's a different story. He don't have 500 or 600 years of history to apply.
Right.
His shit's immediate.
Yeah. But as far as like the movies, the movies like the Amityville horror thing, okay, there's a lot of speculation that that's a true story. But like I said, I don't believe in this stuff. But if I walk into a house that I'm going to buy and I'm going, I really like this house, and a voice comes from like nowhere that says, "Get out," I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
I'm going, up, too bad you can't stay, and out the door I'm going, and that's it. Okay.
Well, about 10 years after the book came out on Amityville Horror, they pretty much proved that the man who bought the house kind of produced all of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
really?
and that would make sense because why would you stay?
Yeah.
Why would you go, oh, I don't care.
Yeah,
Nope,
They
I'm out.
they kind of proved that was all a hoax. I mean, maybe that explains one of them. Okay, I'm there's lots of them that aren't explainable.
Right.
Or they
So,
probably are, but
Show and tell we've got one that's supposed to be haunted right up the road here.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mansfield, up in Mansfield, Ohio. So if you ever
Right.
go up this way, yeah.
I just watched a video about Mansfield.
Yeah, it's about, I don't know, maybe an hour from here, maybe, give or take. I've actually
Wow.
never been there, but
Oh, you got to go.
yeah, you would think so. It's not that far. I mean,
Yeah,
They do
um,
tours.
yeah, you can actually do an overnight stay in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For $500. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I wouldn't know.
it's
I
a
don't
group.
know.
It's a group rate though. I think you're allowed up to
Okay.
like 15 people.
Yeah, there we go. That's the next bug out weekend. We're all going to go stay at the Mansfield Asylum.
No.
There you go. No.
I'm
You can
out.
do it. You can do it. I've already done it.
I'm out. No.
That's funny. I would like to do that though. I would like to go up to a house or whatever that is well known that it's haunted.
Good night, coffee.
Good
Yeah,
night,
this
coffee.
is supposed to be
Good night,
haunted.
coffee.
I mean, I don't know, but they say a lot of crazy stuff happens at the Mansfield Asylum. So
Wow. I'd like to check it out though. Like I said, it's the curiosity factor.
yeah,
Let's see what else. Man, there's just haunted places in general, especially here in the USA. There's a lot more out there than I realized
Yeah.
when I
yeah.
started looking this stuff up years ago. It's like you really don't have to go anyplace else but probably your own state.
Yeah, there's an awful lot. Every it seems like every state has its own legend and monster and
yeah,
various
Right.
grounds of different things. It's very interesting to see the origins of all this and actually and again, not to make fun of it, everything has its own like little cult following. I mean,
Right.
they have Bigfoot search parties and the Mothman festival and everything.
yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
The Mothman was it the Mothman that was just down on the Ohio River
Yeah.
originally?
on that
Yeah.
Big metal bridge there. Yeah.
Yeah, I took some Amish guys down there too one time, and I was telling them about it. So
There's another place. I don't think it's in Ohio, but you go down this road at night, get out, and you sprinkle baby powder on the back of your trunk of the car, and you'll get handprints on it.
huh? That's interesting.
I thought that was pretty good. Then
Yeah.
another one, the Crying Bridge. Supposedly you hear a baby crying or something off in the woods.
We're gonna have to start another channel and go investigate some of these places.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I'll watch your videos.
Okay. He'll support from far away.
Yeah. Y'all gonna hear a lot of bang banging if I go see something.
Well, and that's the other thinking about it when we were kids and we used to do the seance or the Ouija board. And like it was always at least 5 of us messing around with this. But there was always somebody in the crowd that couldn't keep a straight face. They'd be laughing or giggling or or farting or whatever. You know, it's like concentrate, people.
Yeah, I think a lot of that too, when you go and you try and find this stuff, if you have the right group of people, it can be very fun, it can be very involving, it can be a great experience. But again, I think if you don't have that mindset, it almost ruins everything.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Granny's spot on that too.
Yeah,
man.
Savannah's an old city. Yeah, they got a lot of.
Well,
lot
I've
of
done.
stories
I
about
do. My wife and I travel all the old cities here to Southeast, and I've traveled both of those cities and New Orleans and Charleston, and we always take the ghost tour.
Yeah.
We always do it at night, and because usually it's cool enough where you can actually see the city. But I've done those. Of course, I've never seen anything, but it is spooky because you're in an old cemetery in the middle of the night, you know?
Right.
But
Like you said, it's that mindset.
They go down the road here about 40 minutes south is Salt Fork State Park. And I think twice a year they go down there and have a big Bigfoot search down in, of course, they don't.
yeah, they have a Bigfoot festival down at the bottom of the mountain here, a little town called Old Fort every year.
Yeah.
It's a big
Oh,
deal.
yeah, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, people come from everywhere, and they basically play a bunch of bluegrass music and drink a lot of white liquor.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
You know, it's a lot of fun.
Well, I hope they share it with Bigfoot if they ever run into him.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
cemetery parties. Yeah, Rabbit. I can't say that I've never done that before. My younger days.
We never did that either. I've heard of it. People just going and having a party at the cemetery.
Yeah,
Hey, let's get a keg and go to the cemetery.
The
yeah.
Grass Man. That's a stoner down the road, ain't it? The Grass Man.
Yeah, he's down in southern Ohio, like Portsmouth area, I believe.
Yeah, we got the Lizard Man down here in upstate South Carolina.
Yeah, and you got the Frog Man. Look up
Yeah.
Frog Man.
Yeah.
It's just how all these stories even started. You know, this stuff, like I said earlier, it's been around forever.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those, especially like the Mothman and the Lizard Man and all, came from the late 50s and early 60s is when those legends started. And yeah, the Ozark Howler, yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like endless stories of this stuff, you know.
But then you got like the Chupacabra,
Yeah.
been around forever. I mean,
Yeah,
the
right.
Indians talked about Chupacabra. Of course, they talk. Like I said, the Indians have the best ghost stories, man. They
Mhm.
have the best ones. And
I'm pretty sure that's what the Guatemalans around here think my dog is, a chupacabra.
Yeah.
So,
That's funny.
well, boys, we're almost out of time. Boy, this
Yes,
hour
we
goes
are.
fast, I swear.
That did go fast.
It
it
always
always
goes.
does. All right.
Date to the black there. Okay.
Well, I think I'd rather see a ghost than run into a black bear or
Yeah.
a brown bear.
Yeah, ghosts are etherical, and black bears will kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
with
you
you
know-
on that.
Real quick before we go,
Yeah.
we've talked about all this stuff of all these aliens and zombies and ghosts and chupacabras and everything. If you could see one thing, what would it be?
Oh, I definitely want to see Bigfoot. Definitely
Nah.
want to see Bigfoot.
I think I'm going with like Champ or the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay,
I want to see a ghost.
There you go.
Yeah.
fair enough. Nice.
I
Okay.
dig it.
I want to see a ghost.
What's your answer, Earl?
A good night's sleep.
Yeah, I'd like to see one of them once in a while too, but that doesn't happen too often. So I guess we'll sign off here. I'll go first. We'll just go around. We'll finish up with Wolfie. Guys, just keep prepping, keep doing what you're doing. If you want to make an extra trip to the grocery store before the beginning of the month, that might not be a bad idea. But keep your family close, and we'll see you next week on Mark's channel this way, where we'll have part 2 of the Halloween special.
Right on. So, all right. I'm Mark, and I'm half-ass ready. Tell the ones you love that you love them. Tune in next week. Metal Spawn is going to be with us. and she is very excited to share her ghost stories. And I say stories as in plural.
Cool.
But bring your disbelief, bring your stories. Let's have some fun next week too. I've had a ball tonight.
Yeah.
And let's have some fun next week. Take
Absolutely.
it away, Will.
All right. Well, thank you, Wolfie, for coming on, and thanks for everybody in the chat listening to us go on and on about stuff. But keep doing what you're doing. If any of this stuff is real, I'm not sure you can do anything to prepare for a ghost or a chupacabra anyway. But keep doing what you're doing. Make sure that you're creating memories, because those things last forever.
Well
Cool.
said.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me up on the panel. I enjoyed this. This is fun. I needed a break like this.
Anytime.
But
We
yeah,
do too.
just everybody have a great week, and go to the grocery store before stuff gets stupid. Because
Yeah.
it just may. You never know.
It could. Yeah.
Keep on prepping like we do. That's all I got. Blessed be, stay safe, and have a great week.
All right. Yep. And with that, we will see you all next week on Mark's channel. This way, don't miss part 2 of the Halloween special. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Peace. Night.